Hi, I'm Dorothy Godin, broker through Max Crown Realty, and welcome to Thursday Thoughts and welcome to February. So, the end of January stats, it's interesting if you delete last year, like 2022, because we all know that was a crazy year. Our numbers are very similar to the year before, 2021. Average sale price, if you compare the two January's, we're up I believe 4.5%. Days on the market is 30 days, and the sale to list ratio is 100. So definitely the market has stabled out, and still in terms of prices, we're still looking at a seller's market, but we've definitely a little bit more stable than it was certainly the first 6 months of the year before. So I wanted to touch base today about the time between when you get a firm offer as a buyer to the time you close. There's often a 30 to 90 day stretch where you're so excited you have an accepted offer, and it's another 30 to 90 days before you get your keys. One of the key things to remember is that your bank has done a credit check and approved you for that mortgage. And it's also taken into account any other debts you might have, student loans, a car payment. It takes that all into account. And it's important that between that period of when you have an accepted offer and you close your house, not to change your credit rating. So I know everybody's excited and they want to buy new furniture, new appliances, and sometimes they go to these places and they have pick it out now and buy later. You have to know that affects your credit score and could affect your getting a mortgage at the end of the day when you're trying to close. In a bigger item would be a car. A lot of people will, decide to go get a new truck or a new car, and you have to be very careful because that will affect your rating. So be sure to not do any major purchases. You want to make sure that your credit rating stays the same because the bank in the fine print, they're allowed to take that mortgage approval away if you've changed your credit score by any means. Also with renovations, I know a lot of people will want to get in there and, rip down walls and do some major renovations. And I suggest that, you're putting out money because contractors want deposits and they want you to sign contracts. And you want to be very careful there too, because that could also affect, the affordability of the house. I always suggest, maybe get into the house and live there for 6 to 12 months before you decide to make any major changes. And for God's sakes, don't quit your job and start a new job between that period. Because usually when you start a new job, you're on probation, and that certainly will affect your credit score because now the bank will look at it and say, well, you don't really have a job. I mean, it does work for some people, but more often than not, definitely don't change jobs between that period of getting an offer and closing. It is an overwhelming time as you're waiting to get your keys, and you want to just keep in touch with your banker, keep in touch with your lawyer, keep in touch with your realtor, and make sure that everything is going smoothly. Don't wait till the last, week before to call your lawyer and to check in. So, take those steps, make sure that you don't do anything to affect your credit rating, and you'll be just fine. I hope you find this helpful. As always, you can reach me at Dorothy Godin at remax.net or 705-561-2360. Have a great week.